Hello, welcome back to my new growing channel. Don't worry, be patient. We'll definitely get to what you really want to hear. Don't worry. Welcome to another video, and I really appreciate that you even clicked this video in the first place. Thank you. So today we'll be doing first time questions. You have a bunch of first time questions written in my book. I want to get straight to the point. So first time I ever got into trouble, actually it was when I was young. Oh god, very silly, a very silly girl I was. So I went to my friend's house, not too far, my neighbor's house. So his mom kept fishes on the table, and while we're playing, we eventually started to get hungry. So we'd go there, pick fishes, run, come back, pick fishes, run, till eventually, we never experienced it. We ate like almost half of the fish on the table. Then still, the fish very nice, so we kept coming back. But instead of finishing a whole one and all of that, out of all the rest remaining, we just kept pinching out of everything. His mom comes back, and obviously she wants to use that to prepare food for the family that night, and we've almost finished eating everything. So angry at us for doing that. Our son, obviously, he cannot shut up. He cannot shut up. He snitched on us, he snitched on me, and he told his mom that we did it together. So she came to my house, came to meet my mom that, hey, see what your daughter did. She and my son, they ate the fish I kept on the table because they had long clothes. So last cut, story short, they eventually beat us, and that thing was painful. I don't know how many strokes, but in my head, that was painful. Second question, my first cooking experience. I won't say my first cooking experience. I can't really remember my first cooking experience. Yeah, but I can remember my first disastrous cooking experience, and that was the first time I cooked ogbono soup, and that was doing pretty great. So my mom, being my mom, she gave me like grounded ogbono, grounded egusi, and other foodstuffs, dried fish, and all of that. So this particular day I decided that, I've never actually cooked soup. I've just been cooking rice, spaghetti, stew, all those kind of stuff. So I said, let me cook ogbono today. I kept it on the fire. Since instead of me to do research, I was one bad girl that, I've done this before, it can never go wrong. I've been in the kitchen while they prepared this, not once, not twice. So this should never go wrong. I know they fried this. I know they fry it like in oil. So I said, it's not just fried, but water, put seasoning. So that's what I was doing. I put oil, poured the ogbono straight into the hot oil, and I was turning. I wasn't even thinking of stopping. So I kept turning, saying that, it has to be very dry. At this burnt, that was when I rushed and carry water, pour inside. Small water, because I felt I was cooking small ogbono. I doesn't need so much water. So this thing was very thick that if you even pour it, instead of normal consistency of ogbono, it was to be dropping in small. I don't call it lumps, but it was like very thick some. And then I put seasoning. Jesus, salt was very salty. When my roommate came, she was just laughing at me. Like, eventually, long story cut short, I had to pour that soup away, and my older roommate had to teach me how to prepare it well, since I wasn't willing to go out. So she taught me, and since that was what I chose to eat that day, I had to prepare another one that day from how she taught me. Well, salt eventually passed it again, but I didn't even want anybody to taste it. So I would eat my salty food in peace, and that was what happened. My first person would be just another hole I pierced, in front of my mom, because so my first piercing was the one I did, apart from the normal piercing you make like as a child. That was my first piercing, and probably my last and only piercing. because I'm not, as much as I like piercing, I don't feel like it's so necessary having so much holes pierced in your body or face or whatever. So yeah. Hold up, are you really listening to all these stories without subscribing? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That red subscribe button there, and when you click on, there's a bell that appears beside it. Please click on the bell, and don't click on personalize, please click on all notifications. Thank you. So when I post a video and when I eventually become consistent, well, I think I am now, but you know what I mean. So you'd be the first and be part of the first to see my videos. Yeah, don't forget to also like this video. The first phone, I can't really remember my first phone because, sorry for the kind of brain I have, pardon me, it's usually 40. So I don't know what my first phone was, but we once had a open and close phone in the house that I can remember. So maybe that was my first phone, I don't know. But maybe a BlackBerry, I don't know, or a Nokia C3, I don't know. But I think I can remember BlackBerry. I don't know what my first phone is, but I guess one of those things I mentioned. But if you remember the first phone you used, you can comment. But for me, I can't remember the first phone I used. But if you can remember, please comment. I want to laugh, and I want to also get to know the kind of phone you used. Yeah. First country I've ever traveled to, I've never traveled out of Nigeria, so let me just make it first state I've ever traveled to in Nigeria. The first state I've ever traveled to, and that was when I was younger, was my hometown. Like, first celebrity crush. My first celebrity crush is someone we all know. Yeah, the Karate Kid guy, the Karate Kid himself. I don't know why I can't remember his name right now. Smith something. Hey, Jaden Smith. That is his name, right? First friend in college. My first friend in college, and college being university. Yeah, my first friend in university would be my housemate, because that was where I first got to meet her. Her name is Iriti Oluwa. So that's my first friend in college. First heartbreak. Bad. As a bad, no heartbreaks over here. No heartbreaks I can think of. So I don't think no heartbreaks. I've not had any heartbreak, and I won't have any heartbreak story to tell. Yeah. First job. This would have been a first job, like what's come to my head, but it wasn't worth it, so I eventually cancelled it like last minute. Last like a day to when I was supposed to resume, I cancelled it because guess what? I didn't even when I say cancel, in your head you might be thinking that I told them I'm not doing it again. I just didn't go, and I never went. You get? So I even applied, or I wrote application letter, but I just thought about it. It wasn't worth it. Imagine working like 12 hours a day for 30 days, and they pay you like 20,000, 15 to 20,000. That's rubbish. For what? Why will I do that? No, I won't. For what? That's stress. I am not even now paying me well for the stress. Rather. First language. My first language will be English, because I'm not even that fluent in my mother tongue, which is Igbo. So my first language can't be that. It's English. First thing I do when I get home was get free from this bondage called bra. Yeah, that's the first thing I do. Put off my, not even put, more like, to remove my bra. Yeah, but I wish there was a way they make clothes not to really need bra, and nothing would be, looking out and all of that. Yeah, you want to say boot tape or nipple cover or whatever that is, but still it doesn't give your clothes that defined shape that bra does. So but that's the first thing I remove because it's stress and I don't like it. I enjoy staying at home because those are times when I don't have to wear it at all. Freedom, man, you don't even understand. Freedom. First person I watched today, I can't remember the first person I watched today, but I think it's like a tutorial video on YouTube. So if I eventually remember, I might insert the name while editing, but now I can't. First text I sent today: lonely, I am so lonely. No text because I'm lonely. I'm just kidding. No text because there's nobody to send text to. Yes, so I didn't send any text to anyone. And yeah, I didn't receive any text too. I haven't gone on any social media platform apart from YouTube, so where else am I supposed to get text from? So I don't know if I've received any text today. First thing I thought of this morning was to shoot this video and edit it so that I can cancel video editing app subscription I did, if you understand. So I'll also hoping NEPA bring the light at least for lighting. First alcoholic drink, I can remember Smirnoff. First time I got drunk. I've never gotten drunk in my life, and it's actually something I actually want to experience. Like, I wonder why people behave the way they do when they are drunk, and it's something that I want to see my own reaction to intoxication. So I really actually love to be drunk one day, but in my house, in my room, so that I don't say party, I may do something stupid that I will regret later, like sleeping in the gutter or something. So better I sleep it in my room. Even if it's sleeping on top of the wardrobe, but still sleeping inside my room, nobody would see that. First time I go into a fight, I can't remember, but it's definitely for my siblings. I'm like an eagle, so if you come for them, I'll come for you 2 times. So the scenario coming to my head was one time I was coming back from church with my friends, and I'm sure they said something or did something to them, because eventually we began to fight on the road. Imagine street girls started fighting on the road. I'm so angry. I wanted to tear up. How dare you? I think that's like about 17 questions. Yeah, about 17 questions. So I think I've done enough for this video, so it's not so long, because it usually costs me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, like right. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button for me. I think it's down here. Yeah, and also click on the bell beside it.